In Dragon Ball Super, when Moro finally reveals that his third secret wish was to release all of the Galactic prisoners, we see that as he shares his energy with them and sends them after Goku and Vegeta, we get an insane fight between our Saiyans and a bunch of fodder who are actually packing a punch. This starts with a horde of prisoners jumping off of the ship as they leap towards our heroes, but immediately going into Super Saiyan Blue. At first it seems like this isn't going to be a problem because Goku and Vegeta are cooking. However, the first sign of trouble happens when Goku suddenly gets sent back to God form, something that also happens to Vegeta as they look up and see Morrow gathering all of the energy from the battlefield. Rushing up to stop him, Goku himself is stopped by Sagan-Bo, who takes advantage of the fact that Goku has dropped out of God back into Super Saiyan 3, and as this draining continues, it's like Morrow is still feeding power into the prisoners because they keep getting stronger. There, as Goku is defeated by one of the prisoners, we see Vegeta telling him, "Pick yourself up, Kakarot!" before being drained into his base form and suffering the same fate. Finally, in a moment of desperation and seeing that Lord Kai has been completely knocked on his ass, Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan as they do their best to defend themselves, but Goku screams up to Morrow asking what the point of all this is. What does he actually want? Morrow says, "You seem to have forgotten. Gathering all these allies is only a small step towards my goal, to create an ideal galaxy where I'm free to consume planets as I wish." Responding, Vegeta questions him saying, "What? Do you have some sort of grudge against the Galactic Patrol? Is that truly worth all this?" This actually makes Morrow think for a second as he responds saying, "I detest the sort of peace that you people call normal and seek to preserve. Personally, I believe that all who strive for such a thing should be eradicated." This pisses off our Saiyans even more, but what can they do? They're basically powerless here. Needing to be saved again before all their energy is drained, we see Merus and Jocko arrive on the scene and use their standard issue blasters to take out a number of the prisoners in just one hit. However, when Sagan-Bo notices Merus' ship up in the sky, he tries to fire at it to blow it apart and is shocked when somehow Merus manages to shoot his blaster out of his hand from all the way down on the surface of planet Namek. Just another thing that Merus has done that makes absolutely no sense, but continue to mark it down. At this moment, everyone realizes that this is their loss and it's time to abandon ship. So Merus tells Lord Kai to use his God teleportation technique to get Eska back to Galactic Patrol HQ as Goku grabs Merus and Jocko, telling them that it'll take them there immediately. But when he reaches his hand out to Vegeta, Vegeta says no. "Stupid magic spells! Stupid god power! We Saiyans pride ourselves in our physical might. A warrior race has no need for fancy tricks. Instant transmission. Have I truly been reduced to this?" Turning away from Goku, Vegeta says, "This is where we part. Go ahead, Kakarot," as he flies away, forcing Goku to leave without him, as we finally reach the end of the Namek section of the story. So let's see where this arc takes us next.